if this is the
Hello, team.
following day,
We're back.
can I attempt to
Hello.
identify it again?
What, the breastplate? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you guys are waiting the rest of the night, yeah.
Alright.
Well, it would be technically the following day since it was like 6 hours.
Like,
Using-
we run down some stragglers until they either fuck off or...
Fuck off.
Alright,
I bring the 1,000 gems and the magical breastplate to Cryptic, and I'm like, yo, can you turn this into something that will make Twiggy stronger?
He looks at you and says, "How? No. How would I do that?
No,
I need
definitely
money.
can't.
He can't do that. No, he has
Def-
to. He
fine.
doesn't just use a fucking breastplate. He trades that breastplate for materials to make a belt. Is Rinian?
Oh, come on. Look, it's magical.
No,
This is
he
how
doesn't
it-
just magically move a breastplate into a belt. That's not. No.
He's
that's
a magic
lot of
man,
magic.
Sobo. Look at him. He
No,
shoots lightning.
that's not how that fucking works.
I
Rinian.
can shoot lightning bolts now.
It's just not a thing that he can do.
He's a magician.
Oh yeah, the breastplate's just +1.
Okay.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to trade that in for money. Actually, I probably have 1,000 gold to go with the gems.
It's fine, but he still has to get back to the city.
That's
Yeah,
I mean,
and the
totally fine.
gems have to be traded in.
It's not just the gems. It's he needs to be able to use that currency to get the materials he needs to make an item.
Is
It's
that
like if you
platinum?
hand him 2,000 gold and he's in the Arctic, he can't just turn 2,000 gold into a belt.
Platinum did we just get?
Just-
We got 13.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess he could, but it wouldn't do what you'd want it to do. It would just be a belt of gold coins.
That would be the
Oh.
best belt ever.
Paul, you wrote down the money, right? The platinum and the
Yeah,
gold
I have the
and the
money
gems.
and I have the salve and the mystery potions.
Do you have the gems or no?
I have the gems.
Okay.
So morning comes and you guys get woken up. Anyone who's still asleep, Cryptic is checking out this stuff. Anyone that's still asleep, you guys get woken up by like cheering and general happiness as the lieutenant is like down in the courtyard reading a fucking scroll out loud to everyone, and they're like, "Holy shit, yay!" What do you guys want to do today?
I wait for the rebroadcast. To
Okay.
listen to what it actually says.
So you ignored this one, but you'll ask someone about it later.
Well, I'm like waking up and shit, right? So I have to like
That's fine.
push my lover out of the bed.
Sure.
And, like, tell him to go out the back door.
Right.
And
Natural
then I have to
fault.
like wait long enough for it not to be suspicious that we both show up at the same time. So
Okay.
I have to wait for the rebroadcast.
Gotcha. Right. That makes sense to me.
Wow.
Great. Great. Yeah, so what are you guys doing today then? You didn't hear anything.
I want to break my slave's will so that he doesn't run if I'm not there.
Put him in fucking manacles, dude.
You want to break his will so he won't run?
Yeah, so rather than any physical...
That's not how humans work though. That's the problem.
It
You
totally
can't-
is.
It's not. Like over enough time you could, get
Yeah.
him inundated with the idea that he's never leaving your side.
Yeah,
But like
that's-
even then he can still just crack
That-
and run.
that-
Like
That's the process I'm working with.
okay, so this is gonna take like an amount of time, and you're gonna have to do some like really fucked up shit. Like you're gonna have to chain him to you all the time, and anytime he goes to pull like a dog, you whip him, that sort of thing,
Yeah, like any
to
good
eventually
slave-
try to break his will.
Like any good slave. Right?
Sure. Okay. I mean, you can do that. Do you have a chain or anything?
I got string.
You're gonna use just some rope.
Yeah,
String.
rope.
And
Not
how are you
even
gonna
rope.
punish him when he tries to like pull or does something that you decide punishable?
I'm actually...
Roundhouse
How
kick
am I-
him.
How am I gonna break his will?
Right.
Am
Non-lethal damage to the balls.
I mean, you could just put him on a leash for a few weeks, and like only feed him whenever you decide to. That would eventually break his will, and like enough. Like he's still a human, right? At some point, if he sees an opportunity to get the fuck out, he's gonna get the fuck out. Like he's a.
That's not true.
It is.
Dude,
Unless
you're
we're talking over like a 20-year period of time,
You're
and even then,
being
they
too-
still just take off, dude. People are really good at just running away from shit
There
whenever
are
they get
plenty
an
of
opportunity.
cases
Of what?
of people not running off when they have the opportunity to.
Sure, and there's also plenty of cases of people who do run off, even after 30, 40 years of slave.
So
Leaders.
I want you to roll to see
If
which
this guy
half
that's
you
part
consider.
of the army, leading a direct resistance to take over this city, is a strong-willed enough person to at some point try to break away. Okay,
he
he
I
is.
know I know that he obviously takes direction well and needs
Sure.
leadership, so
Sure.
I feel like those work in my favor.
They don't. Because he's also just a bandit thief who's already said fuck off to society.
Long Dong, what are you doing?
I was trying to.
I mean,
get
you
this
can
man-
you can
Doing
still
with the
break
slave.
him. You can still break him into submission.
I
But what I'm
was-
saying is that you'll never
Yeah.
you'll never get him low enough that if he sees an opportunity to run, he's not going to run.
Well, I was trying to get him to tend to the farm in my absence, but instead he will be my man.
I mean, it depends on how you're what kind of threat you're giving him, right? If you beat him every day for 30 days every time he tries to run, and then you leave him on a farm by himself, like for the first week or two, sure, maybe he'll hang out, but after a couple weeks he notices you're not coming back, he's just going to fuck off. Be like,
Fine,
well, not dealing with this shit.
I'll also try being nice.
You
I
could
will
call
give
him Reek, too. Reek's a great
Right.
example.
I will give
Even
him-
Reek, dude, took off.
Yeah, I want to reek.
You can Reek the shit out of him, but eventually, just like Reek, spoilers, he's going to run. That's just... Human beings don't break quite that way, most of the time, luckily.
He reeks the
Oh.
living shit out of him every morning.
I'll be good to him. I'm gonna give him cat jerky and say, look, you plant these things, and when they come to harvest,
Hmm.
you
God.
you will get a portion of the harvest.
gonna work.
Okay, so you're trying to make him like an actual partner with you because you've just beat the shit out of him and like kidnapped him. So now you want him to like make you want him to be your farming partner.
Yeah, well, if he thinks he's my partner, that's fine. He's
Okay.
not my fucking partner.
Okay,
But
but you
he-
want him to think he is and take care of the farm like he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So, but I think your first mistake is trying to make sense of whatever Long Dong is doing.
Okay.
His
Well,
mistake is he's
This
planting
is obvious,
jerky.
right? Kiwi, you're not being like subtle with this. You're just beating a man.
no, he's not beating him anymore. Now he's decided he's not going to beat him. Instead, he's going to make him
Yeah.
his partner,
I
or make
just-
it
I
like think
just
he's his
captured
partner.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, he's just captured. He's just deciding how he's going to go about making him a slave. So he's going to try to make him a slave by promising him payment like an indentured servant, but in reality, he's not going to fucking pay him when he comes back.
The
So roll me
how
a
it
bluff.
works- Oh no, I mean I'll pay him in veggie pygmies and cat jerky.
Oh boy.
All right, so he just thinks you're fucking mad then.
I mean that sounds accurate.
Sure, fine, that's fair. He's not going to try to flee, at least not right now. But he just thinks you're fucking crazy. Got it.
Okay.
But he also remembers the ass whooping he caught yesterday. So, like when you go to the bathroom, he's probably going to split. But
Oh well, what can you do?
for now, I mean, you could beat him senseless like an asshole. That's something you could do. But you're
Yeah.
definitely going into chaotic evil at that
But-
point.
I'm not gonna take him with me,
Maybe even lawful evil, but
so
probably chaotic. Anyways. Okay, great. So you abuse your servant a bit in the morning. Is anyone else actually doing anything today, or are we just hanging out? Because eventually the lieutenant's going to come try to find you, Grungson.
Yeah.
What
like,
was
I
the
wanna
big
find
speech
out
he
what's
was reading?
going on,
I
But I
never-
want to like.
You were asleep, dude.
Oh, okay.
Like you
I
woke
wanna
up to
rest.
people cheering and shit. You heard the tail end of it, and it's mostly just like screaming and then like lifting the dwarf into the air, hype as shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you can go ask somebody, but
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
okay, you're heading down to go see what's going
And
on.
then they lifted me. I'm like, no. What?
Yeah.
They're
no
gonna
bad
eat-
touching, bad touching.
So they're like, we got word from the capital. They're sending reinforcements. Hooray! They're just generally hyped because the siege is broken. Lieutenant tells you need to hold for 3 days. If you guys can hold
You-
for 3 days, reinforcements from the capital will be here. In 2 days, reinforcements and food supplies from Velnok will be here.
Do you want me to
You got
break
it.
that thing down?
Say what?
The giant fort thingy?
No, we're going to use that. We got to hold for 2 days, and then he looks at you as he just says this to your friend. We're going to hold for 2 days, and then food and supplies are coming from Velnok. And then in
Ah.
3 days, reinforcements will be here to secure this point from Arwen, the capital.
I wouldn't want food from Velkos. That sounds disgusting.
Not Velkos, Velnok, the city, dead west of here. It was either that or Detroit. We decided to go with Velnok.
a fine choice.
Good
Well-
plan. I hear Detroit is awful.
Detroit is a real shithole. I would avoid it.
Should me and Eric go into the city for materials then?
Yeah, I mean, get back here as soon as you can if you want to help us hold, but we're going to be here holding for the next 2 days. You can head back like any time. It's, 20, 30-minute walk up the road back to Key West, but we're
Yeah.
staying here.
That's fine. I
And
pick
we
up
would like it if you guys stayed here with us. This is where our armies go.
I'll be right back, like 20 minutes. I cast Long Strider on Twiggy.
Okay.
Come on,
I
Eric.
make sure to hold on, that way I don't eat shit on the way back.
So it's like a mile. It takes you 10 minutes or so to get there.
5 seconds.
No, he's not that fast. That's like breaking sound barrier speed. He's not quite that quick. Because if so, you're all dead. Twiggy blows you up with a fucking sound wave.
We all take Sonic hit.
My plan is then to just like organize guard of like. I mean, Lieutenant will probably do most of
By
that.
the way,
I'll
Sure,
be like,
but you're gonna be like his
yeah,
right hand
I
man.
totally agree.
Good. Okay. Cool.
But I like chill out because I forgot to ask for healing again and Twiggy.
Biggie, big old Jiggly's, whatever the hell his name is. Yeah.
Just fucked off again. So I'm like, well, I guess I get it when.
All right, I give you my 1,000 gold and the gems. And where do we buy stuff? Eric?
I mean,
my
Key West
messages.
isn't like you're not gonna buy shit from Key West. You can. I'll tell you what. You can get some stuff from Key West, and you can get it at a good price. So reduce your casting cost, Cryptic, by a quarter. We'll say that you can buy half of the stuff here, and it's at half price. So whatever your creation cost is, reduce it by 25%. But I mean, this place is barren. It's been under siege for months now. The only reason you could even get this is because you guys are fucking heroes and they love you.
All right,
I was gonna say, like, it's not gonna. It doesn't cost like anything anyway. All I need is a belt.
Well, yeah, but
Can I
you also
borrow
need the
somebody's
the
belt?
magical materials to make it into a magical belt, right? That's what the crafting cost is.
Well, yeah, but it's the fact that I have spells. That's the most like important part, is just getting like the.
So what
dust
I'm
to
saying
cast
is that
spells.
you're not turning money into magic. You're turning money into magical crafting
Dust.
equipment or dust or whatever.
Yeah, it's like magic dust that you use.
Or fairy powder and a fucking bear's claw and etc. and so forth, which you're then turning into here. The city is out of most of or half of the shit that you want to get. The other half they'll give you at cost though. So reduce your total crafting cost by 25%, and you still need to gather half of your supplies somewhere else. But yeah, I mean you could search the
How
city
long of a ride is it to the fucking?
I want to get a belt too.
to the Dragon's Land, the place, like 3 days. And plus, you'd have to go back through the other siege point is still open, or still closed rather. That other fort's there, and as a matter of fact, it's been like 8 hours. That other fort is probably aware that you took their other fort right now.
Eh,
They're stupid.
what's the worst that can happen?
I mean, you could try to jog through it. It almost worked in the last one. If you just build an APC and just jog through it, it'll take you like 2-3 days to get back to the Temple of Silver Dragon. Just letting you know that you'd also be jogging right through, John Williams and his gang of Black Hand members.
So we spend 750 gold
Cool.
to buy half of what we need.
Yes.
I will also spend that
I took
because
the
I want a
I took
belt.
the gem shits off.
Yeah, no, I
So
have
you have
those.
those.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You could also do that, Kiwi. We'll say that you tagged along.
I want me a fancy belt.
That's fine. When you fuck off back to the city, your slave just leaves. Or you tell him, hey, here's the place. Go back to my farm now that we're back here in the city. And he's like, yeah, sure, great. And then he just fucking leaves. He just doesn't come back.
He takes all the jerky that you gave him too.
Nah, he doesn't take anything. You can have all your stuff. But,
Okay, I will roll a perception check to
Great.
see if I notice him leaving.
Alright, that's fine.
But he has to leave to go to your farm.
Whatever.
But you see him being dishonest.
Well, yeah.
Let me roll stealth for this nerd.
Oh, shall I roll a sense? Oh, I'll roll a sense motive. To
That's
see if I
fine too,
understand.
sure.
Let's see.
Because you don't see him when he walks off, but you can sense motive to think about whether he's actually going to go.
Oh, I am the man at sensing motives.
Yeah, dude, you got wisdom like a motherfucker, yo.
Jesus Christ.
His bluff.
Oh.
It's actually only 15. Fucked! Oh, wait, do you have a bonus in
No,
sense motive?
Yeah, I've got plus 13.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you know he's not going to your farm. But he's like, yeah, sure, great. And then he goes to head off.
Okay, I break away from the group a little bit so they don't see. And I try to tail him.
Okay.
And then I just murder him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
God.
you could just do that. Like, he leaves, there's the city inside the city, right, which is where you guys are, and he heads for the main gate, and you follow behind him at a decent, a little ways behind him or whatever. You follow him for like a block and a half into the shell of the city that's around the outside. And like he spots you, you run him down. Do you think that you put an arrow in him? How do you kill him?
Yeah, I think.
Is it just a nice, quick, just?
No, okay. What I do actually is I'd knock him out.
Mhm.
I would use my saw to saw off his hand, and then I would just leave.
Okay.
And he'd probably die, but if he doesn't, maybe he doesn't.
He's a pretty sturdy dude.
If he lives, he lives.
Yeah,
But I walk back, and I'm eating a hand.
Great. You gain some more dark side points.
Well, it's happened.
You are now not just a little evil. You're pretty fucking evil.
His eyes are red now.
Yep. Let me write that down real quick.
Look, we all knew it was going to happen. I think
You're
we
gonna
should all
die.
just be happy
Kiwi,
that it took
I'm not
this
going to
long.
protect you if an angel comes and fights you.
arch
You just
enemy.
Don't care.
Why would an angel fight me, one random guy who likes eating people?
You're not some random guy anymore. You're level 5.
Yeah.
Level 6 after this episode.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
nearly level 7. You're stronger than the average town guard captain.
Yeah, but so why would an angel find me? What?
Guys,
Because you eat people.
Yeah, but
you
this
eat
isn't...
people, and we come across evil outsiders all the fucking time. Why are we not going to come across angel
What?
outsiders now
Us?
that you're
what?
evil?
What evil outsiders have we come across?
Spider, evil spider bitch. You,
Not to mention Kiwi, if you are a rock monster, you are an outsider,
Yeah.
and you are now evil.
You are actually an evil outsider.
Yeah,
And what?
we're gonna have to put you
I
down.
mean, so
for
like
bonus
what he's
experience.
saying is that a light outsider, a good outsider, could show up just as easily as you could exist in the world, and thereby,
Yeah, sure.
in that
But-
situation, he's not
But
going to protect you.
one's not going to hunt me down.
It might,
Yeah.
depending on who. If that was his like BFF or something, and he goes and tells him.
Oh, yeah, okay, if this...
You ruined their bromance, man.
You are right. If this guy happens to be friends with an angel...
No. This is. I'm not talking about this specific incident. I'm talking about if you continue to be.
He's
evil.
talking about in any incident where an angel or some light, good outsider
Yeah.
fights you, he's not protecting you.
No, I understand, but I want to point out the difference between, oh, we stumble across one, and one seeks me out for eating some dude's hand.
Sure. But they could seek you out for an amalgamation
I
of
was
all
gonna
the
say,
shitty
like,
things
it doesn't
you do,
have to
right?
be an angel. It could be a fucking paladin or a cleric.
It could. I mean, it could still be an angel, but it could be an angel because of like 30 evil, shitty things you've done, not
Yeah,
just
I was
because of
gonna
this
say
asshole's
it builds
hand.
up over time.
Right.
Well, I've done 2 things.
I
And
mean,
all
I'm
the
not
things
saying
you
that an
do.
angel's coming, but I think it's bullshit to say you've only done 2 evil things.
Well, I wasn't evil before this. I was neutral. Like, eating stuff isn't inherent. Okay, so
I mean,
I squashed the dude's head.
right. That was pretty
I,
evil.
I ate this dude's
Twiggy
head.
did that too with a cart.
That was pretty
And
rude.
what else? What was...
No mercy.
There was
No
something
mercy
else.
is evil.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
attacked a surrendered man.
Yeah, so those 3 things.
Those
are
are 3 things in this last episode.
You also
It's just
attempted.
this
You also
episode.
attempted to get slaves, which is evil.
Who says that?
The way you went about doing it is definitely evil, but
Yeah. You then cut his
the
hand
owning of
off.
slaves isn't necessarily evil.
I already
Slavery
mentioned
is
that.
evil.
Not all
I-
slavery is evil.
I already said I cut his hand off. You can't be like, and you cut his hand
Oh,
off.
did
That's
you? Oh,
4.
you did. Okay.
All right, so that's 4 in this last 2 episodes.
No, it's not 4. You're cutting the hand twice.
All right, fine. It's 3 in the last 2 episodes. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is that there's been an amalgamation of evil, and
Yeah.
at some point, it's not completely unrealistic for a good-sighted outsider.
Sure, but it's
To
3
kick you in
things
the nuts.
last 2 episodes and nothing in the last 20.
I mean, then we're getting back into eating sentient creatures, right?
Which
That's
is
just-
an evil act.
That's just eating. What are you talking about?
I mean,
I can
let's
up.
put it this way. Let's put it this way, Kiwi.
Is a tiger eating a rabbit? Is that
That's
evil?
not, but that's not the same thing, right? Because they're not sentient. That's hence the clarification on the
I mean,
sentient
are
creatures.
veggie pygmies sentient?
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. They have like 6 intelligence, dude.
They're plant creatures.
How much
You're just like
intelligence
eating
does
these
a tiger?
fuckers.
They're pretty intelligent. Tigers have like 2. These
Well,
are
no,
they
no.
have their own language. Dude. They communicate. They talk.
I would eat a dolphin.
But dolphins aren't sentient. Supposedly, I mean, we don't. That's not 100%.
Pretty smart.
Don't quote me, internet. But they are real smart. But I mean, they don't have a language that we know of, right? Like you could, like your druid friend literally could talk to those veggie pygmies, and you were communicating with them, and then you started eating them. I feel like that's kind of evil.
Wait, we weren't communicating with them. They attacked us.
As Rinian was talking to them. Asrinian was talking to them in combat. You defeated them in combat, and then started eating them.
Well, I ate the dead ones.
I mean, yeah, you weren't eating any living creatures, so I suppose that's accurate. But I feel like there's an amount of evil within just eating a sentient being who you were just having a conversation with, unless you're like life or death situation.
As far as I am aware, my rock monster doesn't know they're sentient.
Yeah, it says feeding on unwilling, intelligent creatures is an evil act.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
But they're not unwilling because they're dead. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I would say that in a certain situation, eating a sentient creature is not an evil act. In the situation where, like, I'm going to die if I don't do this, and he's already dead, so I'm eating you, I don't feel like that's evil. But just munching on things that are sentient, like they're popcorn.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight the chopping the dude's hand.
Sure, that was evil.
But stuff like getting the dragon steak and eating that?
I don't think dragon steak was evil. I think that's fine. I think dragons are sentient creatures, but they're far enough away from a humanoid that looks exactly fucking like you for it to not be too weird.
I'm an outsider. I should be able to eat humans.
Yeah, I mean, not really, though. You're an outsider living in a humanoid realm, right? You're living among humanoids for most of your life, and now you're eating humanoids. So that's weird, dude.
But if I was eating rock monsters, that would
then that's directly cannibalism, and that's horrible.
That would be worse than me eating humans.
Truth. Yeah. But it's still weird to eat humans. Because you've lived around humans for most of your life. Now, if there was some weird deer alien that showed up tomorrow and was talking to us, and I shot it and ate it, that's pretty evil, right?
I don't know. I think it'd be delicious.
If a deer alien showed up on the planet and was like, hey man, how's it going? It's great to hear from you, tra-la-la-la-la. Or even was like, fuck you, let's fight! And then I shot him and I cooked him. Or didn't even cook him, just munched on him.
So that sounds totally fine. If
that doesn't sound fine. That's evil.
Let's fight. And you're like, fuck, that is so American. That is asserting your dominance.
That is evil. You can't just walk in and because somebody said they don't like you, eat them after the fight. That's not an okay thing to do.
Yeah, if they try to kill you, then I think you can eat them.
I think you can kill them, but I don't think you can eat them after you've killed them. I think that still makes you insane.
I think it makes me insane, but not evil.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I do not think eating a dead thing makes you more evil than killing the thing in the first place.
I don't think it does either, but I still think it... What I'm saying is that this is not a linear system. You keep trying to correct me on linear systems. This is not linear. This is literally good and evil. Something can be a little bit evil and not be as evil as, I don't know, slaughtering babies. But that doesn't make it not evil.
I don't think eating a dead thing is evil.
I think eating a dead sentient creature
doesn't matter what you think. It's literally
evil.
Stated in the rules that it's evil.
I think that eating a dead sentient creature is always evil.
Was it
almost always?
Literally looked it up at the beginning of this episode and read it out to you.
No, but he said that it's not.
But it's an unwilling. It's a willing, intelligent creature.
In when it was alive?
No, but it's not alive.
It never gave you the option. If I die, you can eat
bullshit.
me.
But that's not how consent works.
Yeah. If
that's not
dies and it was trying to kill you.
Even by law in America, you don't fucking have will anymore when you're dead. When you die, your will goes over to the next fucking person.
That's why when you're
that's
alive,
not
you have to leave a will.
That's why you have to leave a will, because you have to write something that says this is actually what my fucking will is. Otherwise, it just goes to some other asshole.
Undead, I can ask them, do you want him to eat you?
I mean, you could do, but you didn't, so it's not inherently evil. However, eating people is still inherently evil. What I'm saying is that, yes, you are correct. If someone's dead and you're on the side of a mountain, even if he doesn't want you to eat him, and his spirit's like, ooh, please don't do it, and you fucking eat him because you're going to starve to death, that doesn't make you evil. But just punching someone in the mouth and murdering them and then eating their throat out makes you an evil person. That's the function of things that exist in the world.
But not veggie pigments.
Veggie pygmy.
They're fine. They're fine to eat.
I mean, they're real tasty though. That's the thing, right?
They are.
It's not that it's not
That's
still a little
gotta
bit
count
evil,
for
but they're tasty. So
It's gotta
throw a little
like,
croutons in
it's-
there, some
It's a
Doritos.
lot less evil if they're a lot more tasty.
It's true. That's where the line starts to blur because we're humans, and humans are horrible, horrible creatures. Great. Great.
So
Another
that's
crisis
that.
averted.
So you're a little bit evil now. You went from a little bit evil to actual evil. Like you're like a 4 on the evil scale to 10.
Yeah, but whatever. Harry Snape was like.
Harry Snape was like a 9.
Harry Snape was super fucking.
He was pretty fucking evil. To be fair, Harry Snape also got banished to hell, and like war hell, not like normal shitty hell, like
Yeah.
infinite sea of war forever hell.
I
So
still got a ways to go.
All right, you're good. So yeah, all of that shit happens. You have a conflict within yourself. You roll an int check, and you're too dumb to realize it anyways. But you're fine. You're fine, and everyone's great. And there's a handless man out there, who we're gonna bring back as Illidan again to wipe the party.
Well, it can either be that or Feather Hat Man with his arm.
I have both, dude.
Yeah.
I have both written down. I have Feather Hat Man arm pinned and Kiwi arch enemy one-handed ex-slave. So you're fucked, mate. You're fucked. You're gonna have 2 Illidans this time.
It's fun.
If you say before you die you don't want to donate a lung, they can't take your fucking lung after you're dead. That's accurate, Bergson. But no one at any point was like, please don't fucking eat me.
Suddenly, that's all the campaign becomes.
I-
As a guy
I-
dies, his last breath. Don't
I
Find the
also-
donor
eat me.
cards in everyone's wallet. It
Yeah.
says if you can eat them or not.
Yeah, like that's not a thing. There's no clarification there.
I also feel like you're like, oh, don't take my lung after I die, but then you shoot the doctor in the face.
But here's the thing, right?
That's a gray area.
Yeah, and now, does it make it evil if they just do that anyways? I don't know that that's evil if it saves somebody else, right? It might be against the law, might be chaotic, but it's not necessarily evil. Because if I take your lung, even if you didn't want to give me your lung to save a babby, and you're already dead, I don't give a shit about you. That's not evil. I'm saving
you
that
put
babby.
this lung this big into a babby.
Yeah, I hook him up to it like an iron lung, but it's living. He carries it.
It's just
on
like
in a
on the
backpack.
outside, like in a fishbowl.
It's real good. But the point remains, fuck off, Bergson. It's basically the entire point of this. Anyways, team, so you get half your materials. Feels great for your stupid belts. The guy tells you got to hold the fort for 2 days, and then supplies are coming through, and in 3 days, reinforcements to let you guys off are going to be there from Arwen. They're also coming from Arwen, so if you want to get in contact with the capital, 3 days from now, they'll be sending a general down.
All right.
An actual
Tell
fucking
them
general.
to bring down this, 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 and this. Right? Right, Eric? Did I get it all right?
I mean, so like the army's already moving, but you can send out a message to Arwen and have like somebody catch up to him. They're gonna charge you a little bit more, but yeah, you can do that. Like you can call him up or not call him up, right? But you can send him a stupid
Yeah,
fucking
that's,
pigeon
That's fine.
and be like, hey, fucking move with the goddamn army, bring me this fucking materials, and like give them an extra an amount of gold, and they'll just do that for you.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So now you're back to paying full crafting cost, and you don't get any discounts at all, and it's just normal crafting cost again. Congratulations. Your materials will be here in 3 days.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll just say that they can catch up in a day, but then they march with the army because they don't want to get ahead of them.
Alright,
Just
so
fuck
that's
that
just 2,000 total. For the
2,000 gold, and in 3 days you can have whatever random magical item you want, which will be next session, essentially. So
Sure.
yeah, what are we doing? Are we hanging out in Key West, or are we going back to the fort? What are we doing?
No, we go back to the fort. Yeah.
Everyone's swimming back to the fort, just to be clear?
I'm still
Yep.
there.
Great.
We
Roll
hang out
me...
for the 2 days.
Roll me D100s. I want 2 for each day.
I got one.
1, 2 for the first day. Okay, first day goes by fine. Second day,
Let me roll a 1 and see what
Sorry.
Illidan's up to.
okay, need 1 more for the second day.
Oh, rip. 3.
Oh god, a 3.
Oh god, a 3. Alright, war's back on, boys.
God damn it.
Someone roll me a D100 plus 64.
Well, fucking
62, I lied.
There you go, 147.
Alright, I have 147 men. Where you at, Paul?
same
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, unless something's changed that I'm unaware of.
It has
147
changed.
I have 147 now.
It's very different. I have all my spells.
Yeah, so like the player buffs will be different, but your initial number is still going to be the same. So Paul, you're still going to give a plus
I
10
cast 3
because you're
different
broken.
thorny entanglements.
Okay, Azunian,
Half
you
of them
and the
die.
tree can both give a 10. So that's plus 20 from those two, and then we'll get one more plus 10 from the other two, Long Dong and the Magus. So that's plus...
Together or 10?
Yeah, together are 10. So plus 40. Plus, yeah. Okay, great. Let's do this. Wartime. It's like a couple hours before your supply train shows up, too. You lose a man. Sure.
A single man.
Whew!
Ouch.
Ooh, sending them in, boys.
Wow.
Can I make this?
They
Oh!
got only lost unmanned. So they send in another big cavalry charge. And you guys deflect it just about. Oh, here's another one,
shit.
though. Let's go,
Can you
boys.
Stop cheating.
Ouch.
No, I won't. So you
9
lose
people.
9 men, and you give me a morale check. You can give yourself a plus 4 bonus, one for each of you.
What is it? D20
So-
plus 4?
my morale?
No, so just do d20 plus. We'll say
One
plus
for each of us.
plus 1 for each of you. So do plus 14, and it's 20 to break. Okay, cool. Your lines hold, but you lose a shitload of men. You actually only lose like 4 men, but you lose one of your like your lieutenants, basically. One of your frontline guys, or one of your big guys get knocked over.
It's only
This is over, dude.
Shit,
This is
Solo.
over.
Come
Come-
on, man.
Come get me, boys. The line will break. So you lose another 4. You don't have to roll me a check. You guys can just hold. Do we want to make any changes to the party here, boys? Because you're getting battered around a little bit.
I'm gonna cast.
I mean,
you
they
said
actually
each of
have
these is
cavalry. Do they have cavalry?
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Every time the cavalry charges, I put entangle on them, and they no longer can charge.
I mean, that's fine. It's just part of the battle
how
that's
long
going
are
on. That's why
these,
you get a
uh,
plus 20 right now, because we're assuming you're using all of those things. That's why I asked you what cooldowns you were burning in the first place.
I'm
So we're
burning
assuming you're
grease
just
everywhere.
going full fucking ham as hard as you can.
I mean,
Throwing
well, if we're gonna go
grease
full ham, I also cast plant growth. The DC for all of my entangles is plus 4.
Great. So you're giving a plus 20 to this roll. You and your
DC
plant are functioning
the
as
DC
20
for this
people.
spell is 21.
And you and your plant are functioning as 20
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, what you want to be more than 20 people as 2 people? Fuck
I
off,
mean,
Azurian. You're not that
This
useful.
This is what? This is like
It's
a
like 60
spread.
foot. Yeah, so they just go around
And
it.
there's 3 of them.
And there's 150 people. They just
All right.
move.
Okay, that's fine.
They just, I mean, not all of them move, but most of them move. You don't entangle 150 people. You entangle like 20, and they're like, this is balls. Let's fucking go, Paul. 97
Holy
again.
shit. Stop rolling 97s.
Paul, give me a perception check, because I think I know what's going on here, boys.
It's the fucking one-handed man. I told you, Kiwi.
Oh, Feather Hat Man is here.
I,
As Kiwi, you roll me perception too. See if you can spot Feather Hat.
Can I roll 2?
Sure. All right, Kiwi, you see Feather Hat.
I want to specifically just try and kill
Morale's
Featherhead.
easy.
Grungson, you see Drungor in there fucking shit up on your side too.
Wait, he's fucking us, right?
Yeah, he's like raping half of your fucking line. Not like half your line, but like a decent amount of people. You see him just like pop in and like fucking slice a dude, and then pop back out the other side, and you see him come in and pop in again. And at first you're like not really sure whose team he's on, but when your officer fell, it was Drungor who fucking stuck a knife in him. And you're like, holy shit, that asshole. That's why they're rolling so low right now. Drungor's on their side.
Where are we fighting?
You're fighting outside and around the fort. This is just a big fucking war scene right now. Think like Minas Tirith in The Lord of the Rings, right? It's just a giant fucking war that's going on, and you're on top of the like part of the fort or somewhere or wherever, and you just catch a glimpse of this fucking cat going by. And at first you're like, okay, he's probably helping us out. And then you see him slice a dude, and you're like, that looked kind of sketch. And then you see him stick a knife in the fucking officer and back out, and then fucking get back out of the fight.
Alright. So if we're like kind of out, then maybe like we fall back and like
Try to fortify up.
stand up, fortify up a little bit, like
Okay, so here's the
kill them as much as just straight up hole.
here's the thing. I'm willing to do that, but in like a couple hours, your supply train will be here. Like you can fall back in and fortify and essentially just stop the combat, or at least reduce it enough so that it's not going to be a big difference. But they're not just going to leave, right? They're going to stay there, and your supply line's going to walk right into them. That's the only thing that I'm saying is bad
No,
here.
I get. It's more okay. So it's not that I want to end the combat.
You just want to try to get a fortification bonus?
Strategic advantage.
Okay.
Fortifying.
Roll me a diplomacy. Just try to send out some orders to everybody. Try to get him to sneak in a bit. Creep on back to the other side, and like you're
And,
gonna talk to the
maybe,
lieutenant.
Like,
And be like,
light the oil and shit. Like,
Sure.
get that shit ready.
okay,
It's not working.
it's not gonna
The
work
one
this
that
turn.
he knocked over.
It's not gonna work this turn. You're just rolling normal this turn. You're like, guys, seriously, get in formation, and there's just war going on around you. Drungor's going off, boys.
Holy shit.
Drungor's going off. Also, Kiwi, you're the only one who saw him. Or not Kiwi, Grungson, rather. You're the only one who saw him do it.
Yeah. I'll relay this shit.
Nine more? Is that right?
How many 90 plus rolls have you just
That's
rolled?
like 5
7?
in a row. Something like that.
Uh,
4, so down to 63. Actually, it should.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the last 6 have been 90 plus.
Wow.
Where's that net 1 when we need it?
Oh, it's coming, boys. Don't worry. It's warming up.
But by the way, there was only 8 more, not 9 more.
Was it 8 more? Oh, yeah, you're right. Paul, is that another diplomacy check to make them get in fucking line? Is that what that is?
No, that was morale.
Oh, morale. Okay, great, yeah. Can we get a diplomacy check to see if we can get them back in line? An orders check, if you will. There you go. Okay, so you guys fall back and start fortifying up. Give yourself a +5 this turn. Next turn it'll be a +10. As you're setting up your defenses and such. Got him. It's another morale, boys.
God.
Cutting him down.
It's a solid 5 people lost.
Okay. All right. So you're the morale's starting to crack. You guys are falling in here. Let's see. You haven't completely cracked on a 17. A 17 still holds, but it's going to increase the DC next time because you did it clear by enough. Okay, so you guys are fine. We'll say that now that you're inside the building, instead of getting a bonus, take that bonus back off. Now that you're inside and fortified, they can only move in with half of their troops. Right, because you're funneling them essentially into this fucking area, right?
Sure.
So 160 still. Doesn't matter what I roll, boys. I'm just winning.
It's 2.
Let's go again. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I fucked up.
Finally.
Done.
2 people.
Only 2. No morale check. Fuck
No,
off.
that's 3.
It's 3.
Oh, it is 3. You're right. That does clear. All right, let's go. Jesus. We're falling apart, boys.
Fine.
Oh, my God. All right, this is a fat morale check.
Crushing it.
Okay, we good.
My leadership.
We good. What do I lose here? 9 again? Fuck.
Mhm.
147, bitch. All right.
1.
Lost 1.
You don't have to roll morale. All right. At that stalemate, they're going to do a thing. You got to do a thing, now they're going to do a thing to try to bolster their defenses. Or bolster their chances here. They're going to get a +10 because they're moving in their big fucking scary ogre guy. Big fucking, like, it's a Cyclops, essentially. Is going to come in and try to batter down one of these walls. And they're going to move him into the fray here. So, let's do this. 98. This ogre
Don't
sucks.
fuck it up.
Alright, you killed the ogre. So, like, they bring the ogre in, and they're like, here we go. It's going. It's It's just like Long Dong catches him with 2 arrows, and like there's a Magus flash, and the stupid fucking thing just falls over. And we're gonna make another morale. This time at a -3 because you just killed their ogre friend. But they in this, boys. Alright, so just back to 61. Fuck it. You killed my fucking ogre, you bitch. Let's go.
Nice.
Alright, one more morale.
People.
Should your number be dropping, Sobo, considering you can just funnel more troops in from your second half?
Yeah. Because they're still not they can't automatically funnel, right? It takes an amount of time for them to funnel back in. And my troops aren't dropping all that substantially. They're dropping by like point. But they break. The morale breaks, they scatter. So they don't like completely scatter. They're still outside the fort. But they fall back and they're not like directly engaging you. And Long Dong's just sitting on top of the fucking fort, like lobbing arrows like an asshole, and they just keep like backing up until they're just out of range of it. But you can still see them like in the tree line in the distance, kind of surrounding you guys. Not completely surrounding because there's only a couple hundred, like 130 of them left. But yeah. What do, boys? And how's your army looking, Paul? What are we on right now?
We're at 63.
63 army left?
Yep.
Jesus.
We lost 31
Yeah, we
people.
lost a shit on in the beginning.
That was a big fight.
So...
You got like 2 armies till the supply train.
The
2
Catman
hours.
do to come fight us. Unless he's too pussy.
Okay. So you're gonna shout off the rooftop, Red Rover, send Drungor right over?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not.
But
He's not doing that.
like fortify, like we're like expecting the caravan to come in. So I wanna
Like 2 hours,
keep an eye out for if they show up like early or something. Like we have to like rush out and go get them before they get like annihilated.
Right. Okay. So you want to like prepare action. Do you want to like send some guys out stealthy to go try to intercept the caravan ahead of time? Or like send a raven or something? Or are you just literally sitting up there with your spyglass and as soon as you see him, run out and get him and come back?
Like
Okay.
if we have the spyglass, we probably have the advantage. Like we have a tower or something on
Right. Yeah, I mean you have the Braziate spot again you can sit on.
So that pretty much that. And if ever they do show up, then it's like go time. We have to go protect.
Alright, so Ezranian, you're hanging out up there. Roll me a D100. I just want to see. Actually, roll me a D20 plus 5. This is how many arrows just randomly fly past you while you're sitting up here for 2 hours. As people are just like complete just bullshit pot shots. But every once in a while, an arrow will just plink, plink,
Alright,
plink.
I'm prone then.
All right,
I'm prone.
that's fine. That's fine. You're not gonna get hit, but I just want to see how many bounce around you. All right, so 8 shots over the course of 2 hours. Once every like 15 minutes or so, some random arrow will just like bounce and like bump you, but not do damage. It's pretty
I
spooky.
like look out into the crowd for who it is, and I like point him out to Twiggy, and he like throws like a rock at them.
Oh, they're like multiple hundreds of feet away. But yeah, I mean they're just literally just
Throw Grunson then.
throw Grunson at them. Nice. Yeah, cool. Roll me perception.
Do
See
I
how
get a
far out
bonus
you
for
spot
the
'em.
Spyglass, or does it just give me range?
You give +4.
+4, so +20. Wow.
Great. So I mean, yeah, that's still reasonably far out. Like a half mile out or so, you spot them coming up the road. They seem like they're, a little bit under duress right now. As they're like hauling ass towards you, you see the cartoon clouds of dust coming up behind them. But yeah, it's like 4 or 5 vans worth of fucking people, or not just people, but like food supplies and stuff, and a couple of people in the front of each of them. Do you report this to somebody, or?
Yeah. I
Right.
whistle it down in our secret whistling.
You don't have secret whistle language. You don't have that. It's not a thing that you have. No, it's not. none of you have that. I mean, you can, but you have to spend a linguistics point to have it.
Alrighty. Alright, boys. There's some carts coming. They got a lot of dust on their trails. They're either being chased or fucking Wile E. Coyote.
We have to go get them.
Perhaps they're being chased by Wile E. Coyote.
Okay, so how many people are you sending out to go cover the caravans? And how are you sending them out? You have like 12 horses or so, and the other caravans that are on the far side of the building. They aren't too battered up, but... Or do you literally just want to run out on foot? How do you want to do it?
Like anyone who's fast, really. meet them.
Like,
and then
can anyone run and, like, you know, enough hands go up, an amount, like 20, 30 people hands go up,
Sure.
and you're
So
like,
let's
fucking
enter.
great, you're running with me, and you guys just bail out there?
Well, I'm staying here.
Okay.
I don't know who wants to leave.
I'll go
Let's
with them.
say-
I don't care. I cast Long Strider on Twiggy. I'm now as fast as a horse.
I'm best for the main battle. It's like if it turns out they're like turning to go get them, like I'll keep an eye on them and shit, and then I'll go join them. But if they're just still assaulting before,
Logdong, are you heading off after them? Are you going on the run? Or are you going to stay on top of the wall and take pot shots where you can?
No, I'm just staying on the wall, taking shots at people.
Nice. So Longdog, roll me a d6 plus 1 for how many people you have managed to miraculously hit. Because you've just been sitting on this wall for the last 2 hours. And, like, you're a fucking dope archer, right? Like, you're one of the better archers probably on the planet right now. So every once in a while, one of your stupid shots will just clip somebody. Alright, so you drop 6 assholes. So that leaves me with... 49, 149.
Rather than 6 people, can it just be one lady with pentuplets?
Sure. You actually hit one of the officers instead of that. You just like, the officer's just like walking around with a stupid hat feather. It's not Feathered Hat Man, but it's some other asshole feathered hat guy. And you just clip him in the fucking head and he drops.
It's red
you see the
feathered.
feather and you're like,
Yeah,
fuck that guy.
that fucking asshole. And you actually do manage to hit him on a rope for some reason.
It's just feathers are your trigger.
So we'll say that is oftentimes that number of people left. Sorry, I was doing math to see how many guys I had left. Okay, cool. So Eric, are you
keep
going?
An eye on them to see if, like, they're
Like if the
still
main body of their force moves that way.
staying put or if they moved in.
Sure.
Caravan, if they're
Sure.
not aware. So,
And
Yeah.
with the people leaving, I would stay here, but fortify the gates.
All right, so you're not going on. So you're staying. You're going down to the gates. Are you going to be like the one that opens the gates to let them in and then drops it again? Okay. So it's just you then, Ezranian. It's you and your fucking tree are leading this charge of like 30 elite assholes who are running out into the woods to go meet the caravan.
I'm in my element.
Yeah. So you tear off over there, and like this caravan is getting fucked up right now. Roll me a d100.
Is this in the forest or on the road?
This is on the forest. I
In
mean,
the
it's
forest?
it's in the forest on the road. It's both.
All right, this could go very bad for them. Yeah, I get to the caravan.
All right. So you get there, roll d100, see how fucked up they actually have already been.
Pretty
Okay.
fucked
So like, yeah, there's quite a few bandits swarming this place right now, and none of these guys really look like they're ready to
up.
fight.
Cast Wilderness Soldiers. Every tree within 60 feet of me becomes animate and attacks.
You cast what?
He knows everyone get in here, and Treon's just move in. He's like that druid. They all get death rattle, summon more shit.
Wilderness soldiers. Level 2 druid transmutation.
Oh no, I can only direct one tree at a time. All right. So I can animate multiple, but I can only control one at a time.
Yeah. So you get a friend, not
Yeah.
500 friends.
All right.
Anywhere within 30 feet of you. Okay, so there's like 12 or 15 bandits like jumping on these carts and taking swings, and it kind of looks like it's just like the 5 carts and random farmer assholes who were just like, holy shit, we can get supplies through. Let's get supplies through right now. And then like in
I
the
thought the
cart,
capital was sending soldiers. This is
yeah, in
garbage.
3 days.
Oh, I thought this was the 3 days.
No, this
No,
was the 2
this
days.
is
This
the
is the
supply
foods. So here, they just have like carts and carts of food, cheeses, and fucking beer by the keg, water, and just food supplies basically.
I will then.
And these farmers look
expend-
like they're getting fucked up. None of them are dead yet, but they're getting stabbed at and jostled. And you're the first one to get there by like a pretty decent clip before the rest of your friends show up.
pat
with you.
Twiggy on the head. I cast Extended Bull Strength and say, "Rip that man in half." I don't
Okay.
think we've done that yet.
Great. So you
Just rip that man in half.
grapple a man.
Grapple a man, not
Okay.
grapple. Twiggy's gonna rip that man in half.
You just get to just rip that man in half.
Dude, it's gonna happen.
It's not a thing he gets to do. He gets to grapple, and then he can make an attack with the
All right, he's
grapple,
just gonna
and we
attack.
can read that as ripping him in half.
We're just gonna attack them.
All right, you just run up and punch a dude with the charge. Get him.
Punches him in half instead.
24 is an easy hit.
Actually, it's plus 11, but I do have 46. 23.
Great. Now roll.
Oh, I get 2 attacks. This is a charge.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Make a tree wall. Real. Great. That's another hit. That one would be a crit, but he dies anyway, so I can't be bothered. So yeah, you blow that. You blow up 2 men, and then roll me just a d20 for no reason at all.
No reasons. 7.
Okay, never mind. Now roll me a perception check for you.
Do you see the cat coming out of
God.
the trees?
All right.
These dice are not very nice today.
All right. So yeah, that happens. You show up. You get to the first cart. There's 2 dudes that are like climbing on it to stab the farmer, and Twiggy just like double punches both of them, and clears the first cart in pretty much one fucking swing. They're gonna go ahead and start taking shots at you. There's a couple guys in the trees around you. They're shooting at the tree, not at you. So the first one's 15, and the second one is 13 with your charge debuff.
No, that'll put it at 16.
Okay. Yeah, and then there's going to be... Let me see how many rounds until the rest of these guys show up. Okay,
I thought we had a few horses for them to come on.
you do. Are you as fast as a horse or faster
Yeah.
than?
No. I'm as fast as a horse.
Oh, okay. So you've got like 2 bros with you then, or no? We'll say you've got like 3 or 4 bros with you probably. I don't think you're taking all of the horses on this crazy ass run, but
Probably not.
you're taking. We'll say you have 3 or 4 bros with you. So go ahead and roll attacks for them. We'll say they're all your fighters too. Your fighters are the ones who want to go.
So plus 9 because charge.
Plus, yeah, 9 total.
God. Alright, you know what, Dice? You can go fuck yourself right now.
All right, you got 1 hit.
What is that, D10? Or D8?
D8 plus 4, or D8 plus 3 rather.
Alright, there we
There
go.
you go. Nice.
Do the damage in.
All right, let me see if this bandit dies. Fucking not. He gets knocked down, but not dead. Wrecked, mate. And then, so that guy's actually going to get shot at because he's swiping someone into pieces, and he's going to get hit 2 times with arrows. All right, I need you to roll his health, Azernian. I need you to roll well, or anyone. 2d10 plus 4 for his health.
16.
Okay, he's alive, but barely. He takes 12. So, and he's got 1 dead guy, well, mostly dead guy, in front of him, and he's getting shot. He's like right on the cart with you. Great. Go ahead, Azernian. What do you want to do?
Kill more people.
Just
I will
want to just.
command my...
So the first cart's pretty much clear. There's a guy that's like staggered in a fight with your fighter, but he's got like 4 other fighters around him right now. He's probably dead. So the first cart's roughly clear. There's still dudes in the trees taking shots, and there's still 4 more
those
carts.
those are my trees.
Okay. But there's still 4 more carts that need to be cleared too. So the first cart starts to pull off.
I'm going to command one of the trees to attack the person in its branches.
Okay, great. Go ahead and make some attacks.
Tree with melee 10-foot reach. Tree can instead make a... No, I don't want to do that. Does not tell me what its attack is, though. It tells me what its damage is.
It probably rolls based off of yours.
Okay, yeah. BAB plus wisdom modifier. There we go. So 7 as well. 24
Yeah, that hits.
for 11 damage.
Okay. That probably doesn't kill him, actually. No, this guy's okay. Okay. Cool. So your tree pops out. A new tree pops up and punches this other asshole in the
He
head.
gets plus 2 damage to that, actually, so...
Oh, then he dies. Yeah. Then he actually manages to kill one of the archers shooting at you. Great.
Picks the guy up out of his branches and throws him on the ground.
Your 4 fighters. Go ahead and start making rolls. Somebody, D20 plus 7 for a fighter. Anyone take them?
Alright, D20 plus 7. Alright, there we go.
So 2 hits
D8 plus
on this
3.
guy. The first one's dead, and one of your fighters takes off by himself to the next cart. and starts heading up there to go fuck shit up.
All right, well then.
And this cart's clear and starts moving.
All right, well Twiggy will head up to the next card too and charge.
All right, so at
Can
this
he
cart,
charge or no?
no,
No.
it's not that far. But you can walk up and still take he can still make a full attack round this turn.
Okay.
Because all he has to do is make a 5 foot, and then he can still swing 10, and he can easily reach the next cart.
All right. So 1 hit, 1 crit.
Yeah, the crit's gonna murder him though. Just roll the damage normally, and if I need to, I'll add a crit.
So there we go. The second one's the crit.
Yeah, they're both dead. They're just dead. They have 2d10 health plus 4. They can't. I mean, one of them, the first one could survive, I guess. No, he doesn't. Great. So the second cart, you murder another 2 guys on it. You take some more shots. Nothing for that guy. 19 on your tree?
19 hits the tree.
Get fucked, tree. For 6 damage.
Alright, 6 damage. Duly noted.
I'll take you back over to the other one, so we still
I have it. I'm just going to use the character sheet.
Okay, that's fine.
28 out of 34. And
Okay, and then the fighters get shot at. One of your fighters actually gets crit.
that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Roll me a d4. If it's number 4, it's the one that's almost dead. Alright, so a new fighter gets fucking crit. He gets a calf hole and blown... No, wait. Blown back we already used, didn't we? I need to shuffle these. Timeout. Actually, someone roll me a d20, see if this guy goes up another crit level.
13.
Balls. Alright, so he gets 2 crits, piercing, because it's times 3, because it's bow and arrow. Nailed in place. Double damage and target cannot move. Jesus Christ. And also double damage and target drops whatever is being held. Holy fuck. Your fighter's about to get wrecked,
He's
dude.
dead. He's super dead.
He has 14 damage coming his way. Roll 2d10 plus 4.
Alright,
He's not dead. He's staggered. He gets nailed to the ground, and he's like screaming for help. Like back where the first cart was now. Great. Your turn. Twiggy's has moved up, so you'd have to get out of Twiggy to go back and help that guy.
Yeah.
And he's like scrabbling at his arm trying to get this fucking arrow out.
Jump off Twiggy and go cast Cure Light Wounds and pull the arrow out.
Alright, so do, give me an acro. Even though it's not much of a fall. Just see if you sprain your ankle or anything stupid. It's DC 10, but you should be fine. Yeah, great.
So this is the wand. This is only +1. He gets 8 health back, and
So he's at 8.
I no longer. I help
And
him
you-
get. I help him get unpinned.
Alright, so roll strength.
17.
And then he'll roll to assist. Yeah, you're fine. So you guys pull his fucking arm off of the ground.
Twiggy will.
And he like moves back to the back of Twiggy for like half cover.
Twiggy will murder some more people.
Okay. There's only one guy left on this cart. There's no guy left on this cart. So cart 2 moves forward then. They have 3 more carts to get through. Great. Yeah, okay, so your fighters are going to move up. You have 3 left that are still running in, right?
I think they're all alive. Just 2 of them are really wounded.
Yeah. I think the first one that's really wounded is going to run in. But the second one the one that you just pulled up is not. He's going to hang out with the tree for
Oh,
a minute.
okay. I see. He's going back with the carts. Okay.
No, he's coming back. He's just hiding behind your tree right now.
Ah.
Like he's
okay.
taking cover from all the arrows that are coming in, fucking shit up. One of your fighters crit. Roll me another d20 to see if he confirms, or someone do it.
4. He definitely doesn't.
Great. So he gets a slashing though, which is hack and slash, double damage, and all critical threats against target automatically confirmed for the next 3 rounds. Great. But he does get double damage, so 2d8 plus 3, please, against
17.
some asshole. Ooh, yeah. All right, he kills him. So one of your fighters actually manages to murder one of the guys up here. The other 2 guys up here are going to start taking swings. And one's going to roll a nat 1 because he's real bad. Take d6 points of bleed damage. Someone roll me a d6.
1.
Great. He's not going to take any fucking bleed damage. But he's also not going to do anything useful. Tree's going to take 2 more arrow shots. One of them for 16, the other one for 8.
Nope.
Okay. And you're actually going to take an arrow shot because you're out of the tree.
Yeah.
How about a 23, Isridian?
Yes, my AC is 20.
Bitch! Ooh, for 8 fucking damage, too. Get max rolled on. What's
Stop
up?
it.
What's up, nerd?
Stop it, I'm just a girl.
Shot that girl. Alright, your turn. Or fighter's turn if you want them to fight first.
Oh, Twiggy will just punch some people.
Okay. Twiggy gets 1 hit. There's 2 guys left alive over here, so.
25, and then the
Yeah,
fighters
murdered.
all.
And the fighters, I need 3 fighter attacks. Actually, roll a 4th. The 4th one's going to get back up and get involved.
Well,
You do notice that one of them is really fucked
three
up.
of them hit, and then I'm gonna, on my turn, I'm gonna heal
The one that's fucked up?
one that's really bad.
Okay.
So D8 plus 1. He gets 5 HP back.
So roll 3d8 plus 9 against 2d10 plus 4.
24.
Yeah, you win. Unless he rolls max. Hold on, let me roll a d10, see if he rolls max on it. No, he rolled a 1 on it. Alright, he's really dead. Great. Great. So that card's clear too. 3rd card's clear. You're gone. Roll me another perception.
21. Jesus, we're going up by 1.
Still
every
can't see
time.
him. Alright, cool. 4th card. There's 3 dudes here. They're all gonna... Actually, none of them are gonna do anything. They're gonna hold where they are right now. And ready in action to swing when you guys get in range. The archers are gonna take shots at your tree, though, for 17 is the highest.
Nope.
And 1 more at you because you're at the ground. And he rolled a nat 1. Come on, you fucking elf
Break your
bitch.
stupid bow.
God damn it. Wide open, he's flat-footed for 1 round. Great.
Alright. On my turn, the tree that he's in fucking punches the shit out of him since he's flat-footed.
Great. Get him.
18.
Yeah, fine.
Get 6, 10 damage.
Nice, fine.
Alright. My tree will
Anyways,
walk,
hold on. Yeah, your turn.
my tree will walk up, and since he's not in range, no attacks of opportunity, bitch.
He can make his attacks first.
26 and 19, so 2 hits.
Yeah.
20 and 23.
Great. That is possibly 2 dead men. That's 1 dead man. Azridian disconnected. Azridian's back.
That was an accident.
Hello, Azridian.
I was like, oh my god, the static is gone.
both those men are dead. So there's 2 left on this card, I said.
Yeah.
So someone roll me d20 plus 7 for fighters. I need 4 of them.
There we go. 3 hits again.
Great. 3 hits to kill 2 guys. Okay.
Just gonna roll their damage total.
Probably not going to happen. That's fine.
27.
Let's see what this is at. Just assume they fight intelligently. So he has 12 damage to kill the other guy. Ooh. Oh yeah, they kill both. Cool.
Awesome.
4th card is clear and good to go. Alright, so the 4th card pulls away. You take shots from the guys in the trees again. One's a 23 on your tree.
That's a hit.
Great. Your tree takes 5. And 1 at you is a 12, so it doesn't do anything. So the 4th cart pulls away, and the 5th cart's there. And on the 5th cart, you see Drungor just mauling the shit out of this farmer. And he like as you walk up, he turns around, and your fighters like stop.
I cast Barkskin on Twiggy, and then I say, "Are you gonna fight me, Catman? Or are you gonna run away like last time?"
He growls. Like he doesn't just flee. He
I
growls.
transform into a Grokosh. Bring it, bitch.
All right, we're gonna leave it there this week. We'll come back next week, and you can fucking 1v1 Drungor.
No, man, I got my superheroes next to me, my 4 buddies.
Yeah, you can 1v1. All right, you can 1v1 with
Cryptic,
4
why didn't you come with me?
Drungor next week when we come back. Cryptic, you're muted, by the way. I think you're trying to talk, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, somebody has to let these assholes in.
Real.
Don't worry, Azrinian will be.
You're just being the door boy? Is that what's happening, Cryptic?
You were supposed to get them.
I mean, you didn't have to challenge him to a fight. You could have just left the 5th
The
card.
last card I have to save the people. Come on, guys.
It's up to you, man.
Kiwi's going evil, so I have to go good.
You wanted
That
to
way
stay
we
for
have
the
a
last
split
card?
card.
Dude, you're right.
Even
That last card's
people.
going to be real fucking helpful. I mean, it's a cart full of food and
Even
supplies
if,
for a city
even
that's
if
going
it
to do seeds
doesn't
for
have
2
a
weeks.
farmer to like lead it on,
Yeah, it's
Twiggy
fine.
will drag it in.
Yeah. It's a cart full of food to a starving city. It's super important. I'm just saying, you could have just let that one go.
Yes.
You're opting into fighting Drungor. 1v1.
It's gonna happen.
Get him, boys. Alright, we'll come back next week with that. We'll open the session with this Rinian getting fucking mauled by my rogue.
Getting one-rounded.
Getting fucking one-rounded. While, like, archers are raining hell on you, too. Like, you're sitting there in a fucking clearing right now getting pelted by archers.
This is so much worse than Exalted. You get onslaught penalties. Every time somebody tries to attack you, your AC goes down by 1.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So if you get attacked like 10 times in one turn,
you lose.
you're gonna be real sad.
Alright, boys. Kiwi, you got any shoutouts this week?
Not really. I'm sleepy.
Nice. Shout out to Sleepiness. Rinian and Paul, you were on XCOM with me yesterday, which just went live. I just checked like 2 hours ago on YouTube. I'll probably
We'll
be
probably
playing
play
that again
more.
at some point soon, hopefully, because I really like that game. I'll definitely be playing more. I really like XCOM.
Are we gonna play tonight?
That's a great game.
Maybe. But between now and Friday, I'll have VODs coming out of that every 2 hours. Or every, twice per day, rather. And then these will probably get uploaded over the weekend. Is when these will release, Saturday through Sunday. But yeah, anything else you guys are doing? Paul or Rinian?
Nah. I'm a lazy bum.
Paul, we do Noob or New Crania every once in a while. It's a fun show.
I will.
We're gonna fight some fucking demons, and
Yep.
everyone gets AIDS.
Yep.
So that's
Wow.
We might have to switch to Tuesday, by the way, because that is the earliest day I get off. I think it's at like 1. So that'll give me.
We
over
can
2.
we can figure it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys do remember you level? You go to level 6.
Yep.
So remember that for after this session. As Rinian,
No, I don't.
remember your health. Just remember your health.
I have it written down.
Have your health and have your spells written down. I know your tree. I know how much damage your tree's taken. I'm not sure where you are. I think you're at like probably like. I think you're
I'm
down
at
6.
25 right now.
I think you're down 6.
I'm down 8.
You're down 8. That sounds right. Yeah. Other than that, Cryptic, you doing anything fun this week? Other than play Tour, come join Outer Rim Jobs on server Bastion. I think that's what server we're on, right?
Yeah, Bastion.
Join Alliance side, or not Alliance side, but Republic side, Bastion.
I mean, I am like negative 9,800 dark points, so that's a thing.
Good, solid,
Jesus Christ.
Best offense is just murdering every fucker that I see.
pretty good,
Have you been cutting off their hands and eating them?
real.
I did shove a double-sided sword up somebody's ass.
Good.
Did you do it sideways?
Yeah, it was more like
Lengthwise?
just kind of goes like that, and then they just like go flying through the air. It was not very cool.
Nice. Great. For me, I think that's it. XCOM soon, TM, because that game's really fun.
Nice.
And thanks for watching things. I appreciate it. Bye.
Shut up.